Picture this. Two coworkers at the same tech company in Austin. Both started at entry-level roles, worked hard, got raises almost every year. Their salaries were within $5,000 of each other for decades. Their vacations, lunches, and weekend routines were strikingly similar too. Meet Ethan. At 67, he sends an email. He's retiring next week. A 2-month trip to Spain is already booked. He's relaxed, genuinely happy. No stress about money ever again. And then there's Maya. Same age, same department. She's still at her desk, crunching numbers late into the night. Her 401k shows $95,000. Her mortgage has 8 years left. Credit cards hover around $12,000. She's wondering if retirement at 72 is even possible. Sounds unbelievable? It's not. These outcomes happen all the time. Income alone didn't make the difference, nor did luck or investing genius. It was small decisions over decades, compounded quietly into life-changing results. Now here's the kicker. The average American near retirement has just $185,000 saved. With Social Security, that might give roughly $31,000 a year. The MIT Living Wage Calculator estimates basic expenses are often at least $38,000 annually. Do the math. Something's missing. Big time. Look, if this story feels familiar, if you've been worrying about your own retirement, type "me" in the comments. No shame, no excuses, just honesty. Ethan didn't earn more. He automated his savings before he even saw his paycheck. Every raise increased contributions without him thinking twice. Maya, on the other hand, always planned to save later, after the car, after the kids, after the renovation. Life kept happening, and her savings never grew fast enough. In the next segments, we'll explore exactly why this happens, why the numbers don't add up for most people.
You'll also see the behaviors that set someone like Ethan apart from Maya. And yes, these are practical, repeatable actions anyone can take. Now, you might be wondering why most people like Maya struggle to retire. Let's break it down. Numbers don't lie.
The median retirement savings for Americans aged 55 to 64 is just $185,000. Using the 4% rule, that means withdrawing roughly $7,400 a year. Add average Social Security, about $1,976 a month, and the total annual income is around $31,200. Sounds okay at first glance, but basic living costs are higher. Depending on the state, a single adult might need $38,000 to $52,000 a year just to cover essentials. Groceries, utilities, insurance, housing, all that adds up quickly. Many Americans plan to work past 70, not because they love it, but because the math won't work any other way. 40% of workers even say they expect to keep working beyond 70. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. This isn't some future crisis. It's happening right now. Look, if hearing these numbers makes you realize you haven't planned enough, type "go" in the comments. No pressure, just a reminder to start taking action today. Why is the gap so wide between Ethan and Maya? It starts with how much they save. The U.S. personal savings rate hovers around 3.6%. Financial planners recommend 15 to 20% of income to retire comfortably. That difference, 3.6 versus 15%, is the same difference between Maya's $95,000 and Ethan's $1.1 million. Many people think contributing $200 per paycheck is enough. They don't know what percentage of their income that represents. Without a clear number, there's no feedback. It feels like progress, but in reality, it's not enough. The second factor is timing. Starting late can erase decades of compounding.
Someone starting at 25 with $5,000 per year grows over $1 million by 65.
Start at 35 with the same amount? About $730,000, less than half. Time is the most powerful variable in retirement wealth. Not effort, not skill, just time. In the next segment, we'll explore interruptions, healthcare, debt, and inflation, the hidden reasons your retirement might fall short. These are the exact behaviors that separate Ethan's success from Maya's struggle.
Let's dive into why most people like Maya struggle despite good income. It comes down to 8 key behavioral gaps. First, the savings rate is too low. 3.6% of income is far from enough. Ethan automated contributions before he saw his paycheck. Maya planned to save later, after the car, after the renovation, after the kids. Small percentages matter. Compounding works only if contributions are consistent. Second, many start too late. Waiting 10 years erases hundreds of thousands of potential growth. Starting at 25 versus 35 can mean a difference of $870,000 at retirement. It's not skill, it's time. The early years are irreplaceable. Third, people interrupt compounding at the worst moments. Early 401k withdrawals or loans cost more than the amount taken. $20,000 withdrawn at 35 could grow to over $200,000 by 65. Medical bills, repairs, or lifestyle choices steal the future silently. Fourth, healthcare costs are underestimated. A 65-year-old couple may need over $300,000 just for medical care. Long-term care adds another $190,000 to $325,000. Medicare covers very little, and few have long-term care insurance. Fifth, Social Security is misunderstood. Claiming early reduces lifetime benefits significantly. Someone taking $2,000 a month at 67 might see just $1,400 if claimed at 62. Patients can earn over $1,000 extra per month. Most claim too early by default, losing over $100,000 over a lifetime. Sixth, debt does not retire. Nearly half of retirees carry mortgage debt with median balances near $97,000. Credit cards often remain high, especially for covering medical or family expenses. Debt eats into fixed retirement income, shrinking lifestyle freedom. Seventh, inflation erodes fixed income silently. 3% annual inflation doubles prices every 24 years. Groceries, utilities, housing, all cost more as time passes. Even pensions or Social Security lag real inflation slightly. Eighth, most people have no concrete retirement target. Without a specific number, saving feels aimless. Ethan calculated exactly what he needed and adjusted contributions accordingly. Maya guessed. She never had feedback, so the gap never closed. Look, none of these require extraordinary income or investing genius. They require consistent, informed behavior over decades. Ethan wasn't luckier. He just understood the math and engineered his finances. And here's the thing. If you recognize these mistakes in your own habits, don't wait. Start small, start today, and let compounding work in your favor. Comment "Go" now if you're ready to take control and start making these changes. No fancy tools, just clear actions, small but consistent, repeated over time. In the next segment, we'll explore what successful retirees do differently. We'll show practical, repeatable steps that anyone can follow. From automation to target setting, you'll see the system Ethan used to stay ahead. Here's the truth. Ethan and Maya didn't earn different incomes. What separated them were behaviors repeated consistently over decades. First, Ethan automated his savings. Before the paycheck even hit his account, contributions were deducted. Each raise increased the percentage going into retirement. Discipline wasn't required, it was built into the system. Maya, by contrast, planned to save later. Life always got in the way. The car, kids, renovations, there was always a reason to wait. Second, Ethan had a clear number. He calculated that he needed $1.4 million to retire comfortably. When he was short $300,000, he increased contributions from 9% to 14%. He checked progress at 48 and 55, still on track. Maya never defined a concrete target. Without feedback, intentions never turned into results. Third, Ethan protected his compounding. When the roof needed replacing, he used a home equity line of credit. He never withdrew from his 401k. A $20,000 withdrawal at 40 could have cost him $200,000 at 65. Maya rated her retirement for emergencies, slowly eroding decades of growth. Fourth, Ethan accounted for healthcare and long-term care. He planned contributions to cover medical expenses, insurance premiums, and possible nursing care. Maya ignored these costs until they became urgent. Unexpected bills forced withdrawals, adding to debt and stress. Fifth, Social Security claiming was strategic. Ethan waited until age 70 to claim. He maximized lifetime benefits, collecting over $1,000 extra per month. Maya claimed at 62 by default, losing tens of thousands in total lifetime benefits. Sixth, Ethan avoided unnecessary debt. Mortgage and credit cards were paid off before retirement. Every dollar borrowed was calculated for cost versus growth. Maya carried debt into retirement, shrinking her fixed income. 7th, Ethan understood inflation. He considered rising costs when planning retirement withdrawals. Fixed income wouldn't lose purchasing power over time. Maya didn't factor it in. Pensions and savings slowly lost value each year. Look, none of these steps require extraordinary skill or luck. Anyone can start today. Automation, target setting, compounding protection, strategic social security, debt management, inflation planning. They're repeatable, teachable actions. Even small changes compound into life-changing results. Ethan didn't need to be smarter or earn more. He just structured his money system so that good behavior happened automatically. Maya relied on hope, intentions, and occasional effort, never consistent. And here's the takeaway. You can still be Ethan. Start now, not after the next raise, not after the car is paid off, not after the kids graduate. Every month you wait is a missed compounding opportunity. Every action you take today adds to decades of growth. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start simple, start now, and let time work in your favor. So, what's the bottom line? Income alone doesn't make a comfortable retirement. Behavior, consistency, and planning do. Ethan's story shows us that small choices compound into life-changing results. Maya's story shows what happens when planning is delayed or inconsistent. Here's what you can take away. Automate contributions. Make saving happen before you see the paycheck. Even small percentages grow into big numbers over decades. Set a concrete target. Define exactly how much you need to retire comfortably. Track your progress every few years. Adjust if you fall short. Protect compounding. Avoid withdrawals and loans from retirement accounts. Every dollar left untouched has a chance to multiply. Plan for healthcare. Include medical costs, insurance, and long-term care. Unexpected bills shouldn't derail your retirement plan. Claim Social Security strategically. Waiting longer can increase lifetime benefits significantly. Patience pays more than spending early. Manage debt. Pay off mortgages and credit cards before retirement. Debt reduces freedom and erodes fixed income. Account for inflation. Factor in rising costs when planning withdrawals. Your income should keep pace with real expenses. Remember, none of these steps require extraordinary skill. They are repeatable actions anyone can take starting today. Now, here's the most important point. You still have time. Start now, not after the next raise, not after the car is paid off. Every month you wait is lost compounding. Every action adds up. Even a small step today can snowball into $1 million difference. Look, life rarely hands us perfect timing. Math, however, doesn't lie. If you apply these behaviors consistently, the numbers work just as well today as they did 30 years ago. Even modest income can produce a comfortable retirement if structured correctly. Most Americans earn enough. They just don't implement the system that makes it automatic. So here's your challenge. Pick one action today. Automate contributions, calculate your target, or plan Social Security. Do it this week, not next month. Small, deliberate steps compound into freedom decades from now. If you want the full step-by-step system Ethan used, comment "plan" below. We'll show you exactly how to build automated savings, target goals, and protect compounding. Remember, being the first coworker is still possible. You don't need higher income. You just need smarter habits. Start today, follow the plan, and let time do the heavy lifting. Finally, if this video helped you rethink retirement, subscribe for more insights. Every week, we break down financial decisions that actually move the needle. No fluff, no hype, just honest strategies that work. The sooner you start, the more compounding works in your favor.